Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Travis Snell, the chairman of the GeekVerse Gauntlet. This is...
I am the voice of the Gauntlet, Dylan Musk.
Yes, we have a big thing happening. Dylan, what's happening November 3rd?
November 3rd is the inaugural, not the inaugural, but the...
Annual.
Boom. The annual GeekVerse 24-hour stream, which is, last year was a great time. There was, some events going on, a lot of video games, and of course there was a lot of GeekVerse Gauntlet. So we're looking at a lot of snacks as well, and people dozing off. Yeah, it was a wild time, and so we're looking to do it again. We're gonna be just playing video games for 24 hours straight, raising money for the BC Children's Hospital. We have some milestones: $500, $750, and then $1,000 each one of those. You're going to unlock someone shaving their head, so that's going to be fun. Last year, me and Kirkland did it, and this year, Travis Taylor and Tyler Briggs are up for it. So maybe one day we'll get Jessica in there, and that I think people would donate to see that.
We'll save that for like the 5,000.
Yeah, that's definitely not a low number.
If Jamie Lee Curtis donates to our stream $3,000, would you shave your head?
If it was a personalized, donation.
You're gonna hear about it on November 3rd, but hashtag Jamie Lee help GV. There's a hashtag. There's a whole campaign I'm gonna roll out. It's happening, but it's also happening, like Dylan was talking about, the third annual GeekVerse Gauntlet charity stream. The GeekVerse Gauntlet Tournament. That's how this whole thing started. The tournament. One night we had a night full of video games. We crowned the champion, which was you, our first ever champion.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, and then we brought it back for the 24-hour stream, and here we are again, third year. Last year, Tyler Briggs was successful, and he was new champion. And to clarify what this tournament is, it's a 7-round point-based tournament. Everyone starts with 4 points, so there's lots of betting and whatnot. You can bet half of your points. You can't bet any more than that. So if it was like, let's say you and me, if someone thought, oh, Dylan is going to win. Hey, Kirkland, we're recording and I can hear you. God damn. No respect still. So there's betting going on. There's teams randomized, everything like that. We're going to get into that. But the winner gets a title shot of their choosing. We got 3 championships now. We got the main title, we got the sports title, and the team title. So we got lots going on. But they get a championship with an advantage, so that's a big thing.
Yep.
So I got to start this off hot and announce one thing, that at the end of Geek Mania, this is your spoilers now, so if you haven't seen that, you should check that out. But at the end of that, I said I was a little unsure if I'd be competing in the tournament because of my loss to Tyler Briggs. I jumped in the schematics of my brain and I thought about it, and I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. Tyler Briggs, really, there was dirt, but really, I still think he's beating me by 1 goal. And what I have now is 1 goal to beat him. But I thought about when I beat Dylan for the title, when I was the main champion, I thought about what was happening in my life. And I wasn't the chairman, and I wasn't running around with the Wolf Order. So what I'm going to be doing today is, for the next year, for the next season, I'm going to be relinquishing my chairmanship to Dylan Musk, because I need to focus. I'm going to gun for Tyler Briggs, and if I need to do that, I can't have any other things. And the other announcement is Taylor officially at the 24-hour stream will be taking over leadership of the Wolf Order. I'm still affiliated with them. They're still my brothers. They're still my family. But he'll be leading the Wolf Order because I just want to beat Tyler Briggs. And once I do that, maybe I can come back and do everything. But for a year, Dylan Musk, you've been talking about, you've been going on how you're going to make a better place. So I'll give you the floor right now, what you think is going to happen. Because you know what, people, I see the comments, I see the complaints. So let's give Dylan Musk a year and see what he can do.
Well, here it is. I left the Gauntlet as a competitor a while ago, and the reason for that is I wasn't happy with how things were being run. I felt like the Gauntlet was lacking a lot of heart. I felt like it was lacking some character and personality, and so I decided that I would end my term as a competitor. I'd move in and be a full-time commentator and try to bring some life, and I'd try to bring a voice to the Gauntlet. Now, if you look at it, all these matches that have been happening over the last year, 2 years even, Travis has been the chairman, and he's also a competitor. I don't feel like competitors and chairman I don't think you should be able to be both at the same time, right? That just provides room for collusion, some unfair matches, and maybe some biased picks. He's also part of the Wolf Order. Maybe he was picking matches that are better for his teammates, right? So my goal, once again, as it's always been, to make the Gauntlet as good as it can be, is as chairman, I'm going to bring you the best matches possible. And at the same time, I'm not going to stop being the voice either. So I'll be there the whole time, and I'll try to bring as much excitement to these matches as I possibly can.
Now, first up, the other thing we have title matches as well at the Gauntlet. So we have the team titles, and you know what? You know me. I can't give something out without getting a little incentive. So T squared, I want to beat Tyler Briggs. I want to beat him any way possible. So at the 24-hour stream, Tyler's in Japan right now. Saris is off. I don't know. Probably finding. I don't know. I don't want to say anything too much. Saris
He's
is
training.
Saris is off
Quote, unquote,
training. You know, he's celebrating that weed's legal in Canada. He's
Sure,
chasing
sure.
Clinton around in taxi cabs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's doing? He's not being my partner. But to give us up, I made a deal with Dylan Musk, and at the 24-hour stream, I'm getting a team title shot with a mystery partner. You know I love my mystery partners. So me and this partner, Tyler Briggs, I'm going to take one title from you one way or another. So that's going to be happening. And the other thing that's going to be happening, I'm going to introduce our first guest, is Taylor Field as his first initiative of the Wolf Order. He has laid down a civil war. He has laid down a challenge to Tyler Briggs, who's in Japan. He cannot, he's accepted, but he cannot be here. Dylan Musk will kind of speak for him, whatnot, as
Sure.
GV. But what we're going to have is we're going to have a team elimination match. You're going to get all the rules of the 24-hour stream. It's going to be Team GeekVerse versus Team Wolf Order. Tyler Briggs is leading one team. Taylor Field is leading another team. Along with talking about the tournament, he's going to announce people that are on his team as well.
Mhm.
So Taylor Field, my brother, still come up here.
Come on over, Taylor.
Dylan must ask him.
Oh, sticks the landing.
Superhero landing.
Dylan must ask him how he feels about me giving up the chairmanship and how we're. Oh wait, where's your title? Where's my backpack? Oh shit!
Did you forget it?
He brought it in.
No, it's right here.
Are you cold or are you just wearing your jacket for effect?
Both. No.
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
just-
say, I think it's a little both.
I think it's a fact. I'm not that cold. And then ask him how since Geek Mania we're doing it as like a couple because we had
As a couple.
yeah. Taylor Field.
Here you are, Taylor Field. So my first question for you is actually about Travis. So we just talked about how he's decided to give up the chairman slot. How do you feel about that as a competitor and as his fellow teammate?
It's bad. It's a bad decision. I mean, because now you are, the chairman of the Gauntlet.
Wow.
I think the fans need a little bit more than that. Why is that bad?
I think, this gentleman right here, this gent, this Gent, Omin, like, he's done nothing wrong. He has brought an amazing amount of content to the Gauntlet. These matches of this last season have been, season 2, that was the season
Better than ever.
where we were like,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're gonna.
I don't think so. I have faith in you. You're gonna. Wow. I got faith in you. You're gonna win. You're gonna clean the floor. And you did support me when I told you as a competitor. You understood why I gave her the gauntlet or the chairmanship just for you, right? That Tyler Briggs, he's foiled us. He's our main rival, and you haven't beat him. I haven't beat him. Maybe Ruben will beat him in the tournament, but we gotta find a way to take him down, and I gotta focus on that. And I think me being the chairman, there's contracts, there's interviews I gotta do, all this stuff, and I can't focus on that. So
Exactly,
I feel
Taylor. As your teammate, wouldn't you want him to be at his best? Wouldn't you want him to have 100% of his gauntlet time put into training and practicing and playing, as opposed to worrying about who's playing what matches, what's coming up next?
He has been doing a great job at balancing both.
Is he?
Both
How many titles
plates.
does Travis have right now?
How many do you have, Travis? I don't actually know.
You could count them on 0 hands.
I have 0 right now. I have 0.
Well, you know what? It's us as a collective whole. I have 1. Okay.
So I have 1, is what he's saying. Yeah.
I have 1. He has 1. Briggs, he has 2. Sure,
Yeah.
that's more than 1, but there's more.
It
There's
is.
3 of us, and there's 1 of him.
And
And
he
we
has
have-
more than all of you combined.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
where I'll transition, and we'll talk about the Civil War after. But obviously, I'm a competitor. I'm not going to reveal my plans. You can talk about it. Last year, you were the victim of the Gauntlet cheat code. If you win it this year, how would you plan? Are you going to reveal that, or what would you like to do? Obviously, Briggs is a big competitor. You have a title right now, so would you say it for if you lost it? What is your plans? And as far as this, I have to say, you're probably not going to like this news. I'm not the chairman anymore, but Dylan has said that in the tournament that teammates are going to be facing each other, and you and I are facing each other, and you and Ruben are facing each other. Unfortunately, so
Ruben is my friend. That is very, very sad.
that's him that did it, not
Ruben
me.
is my friend. That is really, really sad.
I'm trying to show. I
That
maybe it
is-
was a mistake, but I'm trying to be unbiased. I'm a competitor now, so any hate you have, give
on
towards him.
the note of what you asked me about, if I get that cheat code, yes, I was victimized. I was thrown in the ditch, dark and dirty. It was horrifying, and I was taken advantage of by Mr. Briggs, and I didn't like that. So I gotta wave that cheat code out, onto Briggs, and I could just I could slap that cheat code down on the table in front of Briggs right there, And it could be at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, it could be at 4:30 in the morning. But you know what? Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll wait till a funeral. Maybe I'll wait till a wedding. Who knows? It could be, mid childbirth. I could slap that down on the doctor's table.
Remember?
Let's fucking go.
Remember the cheat code. We only have if one of us wins at a year. So that means Briggs has to be having a child pretty fast here. It expires in a year. The cheat code.
He is having a good time in Japan, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
We speed things up there.
So it's like getting a fortune cookie. You're gonna crack it open. You know what's coming, but you don't know what's gonna be listed on that. You don't know what it's gonna say, what's gonna bring to the table. Except that it's gonna bring pain.
How do you feel? Obviously, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that you and I have to verse in round 1, and then you have to verse Ruben. So I think Dylan is. I don't know.
Here's the thing, right?
Do you think Dylan is making?
No. Here's the thing. As teammates,
he's putting the Wolf Order against each other.
I see it differently than you guys, right? There's such thing as teammates. This was Kirkland and Jessica once upon a time. This is Team T squared. But the Wolf Order is merely an alliance, right? You guys can say you're in this team together, but really it's just something fun you guys kind of do together. You guys still have to compete against each other.
This isn't a boy band. This is everyday reality.
Exactly. That's why you have to fight each other.
Some people consider this.
It wouldn't be fair if I didn't give you guys matches against each other because you arbitrarily called yourself part of the Wolf Order.
Do you feel like he's trying to break us up, Taylor? You feel like he's trying to put a wedge in between?
I feel like I'm Romeo and you're Juliet, and our parents are like trying to kill us.
And Dylan's our parents.
Yeah.
Wow. And then also I have, because me and Dylan had to go over this before I signed our chairmanship. For people that don't know, there's a team round in the team tournament, but the partners are picked chosen random. I let Dylan do them at random. I hope that he's not lying, but you're going to be teaming with Tyler Briggs for 2 rounds.
I have to team with Tyler Briggs?
Yes.
Well, when he sees what I just said, he's going to tear me out a new one. Holy shit.
But he's on your team.
So you don't think that's going to go well for you as working together as a team? I imagine you guys have a lot of history. He took the title from you last year. You just said he is has splooging all over the place, so he's not a good person. So I wanted to be on your team, but Dylan said it was random, so I'll have to trust him.
So do I know who I'm fighting against?
Well, the other teams.
The other teams. So it's definitely me and Briggs on a team. Well, I mean, this could go up and down or all around. I mean, let's just hope that it goes straight center forward because, I mean, after what I just said, I mean, he may not want to play ball with me, so.
Are you going to be able to play ball with him? I know you, but you have a big problem with Tyler Briggs.
I can play ball any day of the week. It just depends on his attitude, so.
Okay, and then this other question I have to ask you. So you laid down this gauntlet of sorts. You declared a civil war against Tyler Briggs. Why did you do that? Because obviously we've just heard a lot about Tyler Briggs. Now he's your partner. But you later on in that night were having a big event. It's going to be team versus team elimination. Like I said, the rules will be coming. What made you, obviously I gave you leadership of Wolf Order. This was the first thing he did. We got a lawyers and message Briggs. He accepted. So that, and maybe you want to shed a light on maybe who your first teammate is?
Civil wars, look where they lead. They lead to some crazy things, and that's what I want. I want crazy results fast, and that's what we're going to get. We're going to get some results, against Briggs, and, this is the only way to do it. So, that being said, my teammate, yeah, this is good. Unfortunately, I will be fighting him at one point, which is totally just waste of time. But on the bright side, this is good use of time. He is on my team, and it is the one, the only, my rod or not co-compadre, Ruben Olsen.
It's a good draft pick. Dylan, what do you think about that? That's his first member revealed for his Civil War team.
It's important to have a good team dynamic. It's good to have bonds. If Tyler Briggs was on your team, for example, we already seen how that would. There wouldn't really be any camaraderie there, right? It would just be fighting the whole time against each other. So to open up with your men, you guys have had some weird things to drink, some weird things to eat. Yeah, that's a bond that not many friends can share. You guys have that. So I think that's a great way to start off your roster.
So I need all of my camp compadres with me. Travis, are you going to be camping with us?
That's a difficult thing because I still love you guys. I'm still part of the Wolf Order. I'm going to be honest and say that I need to think about it because in order for me to focus just purely on beating Briggs, I don't want any other distractions. So I'm going to think about it.
So you're pulling out a chair. You are no longer going to be the chairman. and you are no longer going to be part of the Wolf Order. Is what you're saying?
We talked about this. No. I'm still part of the Wolf Order. This Civil War match does not dictate if I'm not a part of it or not. I'm just saying that I gotta think about it because I told you I want to beat Briggs. I want to be the one to dethrone him as champion, and I didn't want any distractions. I love that you're doing the Civil War thing. I think it's a great idea to show the Wolf Order dominance, but I think at the same time that it would be a big distraction for me. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I gotta think about it. Remember, we talked about this in therapy.
I do trust, your judgment and your opinions. You helped me get my sports belt
Exactly.
here, so you must have some great godly scheme to what you're doing. So, Godspeed to you.
Okay, I'm just thinking, but that too. Dylan, the other thing is because Briggs isn't here and Kyle isn't here, so you gotta do this late work for them. As chairman, can you announce that you're gonna reinstate Kyle so he's no longer under Wolf Order banishment or whatever, and he's Tyler Briggs' first draft choice. Along with Tyler Saris because he's not here, so we just wrap them up together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's been a storied world for Kyle Smith. He's gone through. Wow, what an up and down story he had. Started out pretty low, but then he was so close to having like a title shot, and then he got roped into the Wolf Order in order to continue to compete. I've decided as chairman, one of the first things I want to do is relinquish him from that responsibility. He will no longer be part of the Wolf Order. He never wanted to be there in the first place, and I believe that he makes for great entertaining matches. So I want him to be in the Gauntlet, but I want Kyle to be in the Gauntlet, not some mind-controlled version that you guys had him under. So Kyle is actually going to join up with Tyler Briggs. He's going to be part of their side of the Civil War. Of course, Tyler Briggs, his main man is Tyler Saris. So he's also going to be on their team. So that makes 3, and that's their side of the Civil War so far.
Oh. How you feel about that?
So they have a 3-man team.
Well, you're still gonna get some more people. We can figure this out. We still have to. There's still Kirkland, which I know you have not had a good history because you decided to attack him last year. But he has gone on
Assault.
record. Kirkland is still in the middle. He has not decided. Jessica has decided. Kirkland has not. So maybe let's get Kirkland. Let's bring you in right now. Let's get Taylor swoop over. Let's get us on the couch here. So Kirkland. He's had a strange year. He was sports champion. He lost that title. Him and Jessica were going for the title. That didn't happen. And first of all, before we get to Civil War, this is your second tournament. So how you feeling about that? And how do you feel about your chances? Because in your first 2 rounds, you're versing myself, so you're gonna lose that. And then you're also gonna be versing Saris. And Saris is also your random team partner. So how you feeling about the tournament in general?
Ooh, let's restart that. So
Easy. Let's do it.
This is after Taylor's attacked me, right?
Yeah. We're all caught up now. Everything's
Okay.
happened. Everything's
Okay,
aired. We're all good.
Okay, good.
It's new year, new us.
Heading into this, heading into this tournament, I feel good. I've recovered from my injury that Taylor bestowed upon me. Very betrayed by that, but we'll go into that later, perhaps. Don't. What are you doing? Stay away from me, Taylor.
Kirkland, the new attitude, because talk about the tournament. Then I want to talk about because obviously you left Geek Mania and kind of
So for the whole Tyler Saris situation, I feel we'll both be respected combatants, and we won't hold any grudges going into our team play. And I feel like we'll be able to bring together a win there. But for the 1v1, I can't hold back. I'm a fierce competitor. I got to bring it all on the line. There's nothing personal there, but I'll just have to whoop him.
Well, you're not whooping me.
I wasn't talking about it. You're not even worth mentioning.
Oh, really? Yeah. You've beaten me before.
You're like an
We're
appetizer.
1-1 right now, so we're tied,
That's
and
fair.
it's gonna go in my favor come November 3rd. You're not gonna be getting that W. You got lucky in UFC. You got lucky in what the hell?
You got lucky in UFC too. You can't even break that.
I did.
Everybody gets lucky.
But that's the thing. This time it's gonna be Wii boxing. There's gonna be no luck. I'm gonna beat you to a bloody pulp in
That
the
is
video
a physical.
game. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack you like Taylor Field, but
I
I'm
hope
gonna
not.
attack you
That
through
was
the virtual
unprecedented.
world. And then through, obviously before we get to Civil War, you left Jessica high and dry at Geek Mania after you lost. How do you feel about that? And we hear that you're apparently not returning her calls or messages or anything like that. So
Yeah, I'd rather not touch upon that topic right now. It's a little fresh still, and
wow.
no further comment.
Okay, so Dylan, I didn't fill you in on this. What's gonna happen is Taylor's trying to convince Kirkland to be on the Wolf Warrior side here.
Oh,
Let him go for a little bit, and then just say if he joins Team GV, you're gonna give him a sports title shot, and that's gonna happen at the 24-hour stream because it's gonna be you and Kyle in a number one contenders match. So Kirkland, you're doing this whole. I think he's still in our gimmick. He's doing this whole lone wolf thing. Oh, I had this PSN name since I was 8. No, that's a lie. We did it first. But you have not decided yet. You've not given any of Taylor or Mr. Briggs an answer of what team you're going to be on the Civil War. So why is that not? And Taylor Field, maybe you can. This is your chance to make a case after, but maybe you should let Kirkland speak first. That's maybe why he hasn't decided.
What did he just?
So why have you not picked a side yet?
After the incident that happened, I don't want to talk about it too much, but after that previous incident, I just wanted to test waters on my own. It's a little too fresh right now for me to commit to either one side, and I just gotta rediscover myself and take some time alone.
Now, Taylor, this is your time to pitch. You need some teammates here. Why should you guys have faced each other for titles? You've attacked them, so good luck.
Do you like camping? I know we've had a very rocky history, Kirkland, but we've had some good times. I mean, what about last year when we did the Call of Duty match? And before that, Black Ops. Like, we've had some very in-sync bonding
those were
moments.
good times, but I wasn't on your team for that. The one time I started to grow trust towards you, you came at me with a baseball bat with a mask on.
There are just some crazy things that you do in your life, and you regret it. It's like if
hope
you rob a bank and you think, well, that was stupid, and you get caught. You feel bad.
Right.
So you say
very relatable feeling.
Be careful. The Lord told you to be very careful what you say there. But you pretty much are saying. Are you saying you wouldn't have felt bad if you weren't caught?
That's true.
No, I think doing such a thing, and it had anger and guilt, sadness, happiness. It had so many things. I can't tell you exactly what it was, though. But that's in the past. We're talking about the here and now. Like you said, we weren't on a team, but we created such awesome content, and we had such synchronicity and synergy that, if we were on a team, imagine what we could sell to people. We would be like a pyramid scheme without it being a scheme.
100%. What he said. Now, Dilmas, you're representing Tyler Briggs because he is in Japan. Obviously, how would you get him? And I feel like you want more people to be on Team GV than Team Wolf Order. Maybe there's some bias there. But what would be your I don't know. Why should Kirkland join Team GeekVerse?
So, behind the scenes, I've been crunching the numbers, running out how these matches are going to go out. There's gonna be a lot of matches, and you know what, Kirkland, I've decided that I would love to see you compete for the sports title yet again, and so that's my offer. You join Team GV, and you can get a shot at the sports title. How's that sound?
That's it's a lot better than what Taylor was trying to sell me on. It's hard for me to trust a guy that.
He's a known assailant, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I could ever trust him again. So normally, I do like to be lone wolf right now, but I might just have to do this just for the title shot. I feel like the title shot is worth more than me trying to rediscover myself on my own.
Right.
So I think I'll take you up on that offer.
Well, I'm sure Briggs and the boys will be glad to have you.
Yes, I'm excited to meet my new comrades.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dylan's always about dropping hot scoops and everything like that.
I love hot scoops.
I got a hot scoop tonight. I'm bringing in the GeekVerse's final member of their team. I'm bringing in Jessica. Kirkland didn't know we were going to sit her down for this interview, but Taylor, let's make some room here. Jessica, you want to come take a seat? So that's what happens, Kirkland. I may not be on the team, but you did turn down Taylor Field, so we're going to put you on the hot seat right now.
Turn me down.
You did turn us down, yeah.
The only thing is I don't really want to sit that close to him.
Oh.
Is there any way that
We'll
maybe
move over more.
Taylor can sit in the middle
Maybe
or
sit in the
something?
middle. Sit in the middle there.
Yeah, that's
I'll go up on the rim here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dylan loves the rooms.
I love a good rim.
I got the chair.
I love a good rim job.
So, Kirkland, it's first time you're seeing Jessica since Geek Mania. You turned your back on her. How you feel about this, Mr. Lone Wolf?
No comment as of this point in time.
Jessica?
He won't even look in my direction.
You have anything to say to him now that he's here?
He already knows what a piece of shit he is.
Wow. So, how are you going to be able to be teaming with him for the Civil War?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out, because knowing how things go in our tournaments, a lot of times, although it would be just, we'd be on the same team kind of for all intents and purposes, there might be times when we'd have to work together, and I actually don't know how that would work out. Although we're both fighting against the Wolf Order, I don't know that I could work with him, enemy of my enemy is my friend, or something like that.
So are you saying that you're going to be joining Taylorfield's Wolf Order for a night to go against Kirkland Patzer and leave Tyler Briggs' team?
I don't know. I'll give Taylor a chance to make his case for me to switch, though.
Taylor, you better sell your ass off here. You're down with quite a few people.
You know what? this team of the Wolf Order, we're holding the sports championship belt. We brought it back into our control. It's only a matter of time before we get the main championship belt back in. And that team titles belt, we'll get that too. But the cheat code, it's as good as ours. We're all about getting our team members, championship belts.
And to sweeten the deal, because there's some collusion going on over there, I'm not going to worry about any distractions. I'm going to 100% be on the Wolf Order team. So Jessica, I know you've done.
That doesn't. You being on.
You've done stuff to our shirts before. You've said bad stuff, but at the end of the day, we've always been upfront with you about our rivalry. That guy, we've stabbed you in the front. That guy stabbed you right in the back. So I think it's time, even if it's just for a night, to come over and you get a chance to get some payback on him. So
you know what? I'll tell you. I don't care about the titles. Don't care about the championships, the belts. I don't care about any of that. I'll be on your team if you bring me a Blizzard to the 24-hour stream.
Done.
Deal.
Wolf Order honorary member right here. Look at this. Kirkland, I'm sorry. Tyler Briggs, I know you're in Japan, but we just scooped one of your own players, so.
That's a tough coach to sit on, Kirkland.
He can leave this couch for all we care.
Oh, he's leaving.
No blizzards for you.
He'll be back for the 24-hour stream.
So let's hope. He might be too scared, Jessica. So, Chairman, let's get the final thoughts. This is,
I'm going to put on the official. I'm like...
Oh, of course, yeah. Just don't do anything between your legs with the coat, again, to my shirt, because...
Well, for now, we're on the same team.
It's a big coat. It's almost bigger than you.
I think it is, actually.
Yeah.
To go to hiding place.
So, Chairman, it's official. We have Team Wolf Order, myself, Taylorfield, Jessica, and Ruben Olsen versus Team GeekVerse, Kirkland, Tyler Saris, Kyle Smith, and Tyler Briggs. Are you going to be able to control this madness? This is your first night as chairman, and you got a wild night on your hand.
I will not. I also, run the stream, so it's going to be a lot. It's going to be heavy, but at the end of the day, I think this is best for making entertaining matches that the fans are just going to gobble up.
I feel like that day is going to be one of those days where you want to make sure you come home early and eat a good meal.
Come home early.
Yeah, not
We're
just
waking up
like
at 7 a.m. and going for
cereal.
24 hours. I'm not waking up early. I'm waking up at 6:59.
It starts at,
walking out into my living room.
It starts at 9 a.m.
Starts at 9. I'm waking up at 8:59. Walking into my living room, fully naked, hitting start on the stream. Let's go.
Wow.
Fully naked.
No,
wow.
I can't confirm that.
Yeah. You got any predictions, Dylan?
No, I'm not going to make any predictions. This has everybody on the line, and I am so excited to see it unfold. It's going to be so much fun to watch this.
Well, I don't got a prediction. I got a spoiler. November 3rd, the Wolf Order. We've been around for a year. It started the stream, really, and we're going to rain dominance. Jessica, once you going to throw up a 3 for us? Or is not enough?
Blizzard.
Come on. Blizzard.
Are you going to join the cult?
Okay.
Blizzard. November 3rd. We're coming for you, Briggs. Boom. Done.